John Ballard is the Scotsman who moved to Sweden and quickly became a Swedish pop star. He competed 2 years in a row in the Swedish Melodifestivalen during the 80s, but has never since been allowed to participate again, despite several attempts and huge successes around the world with his music. In November 2021, we had a long conversation, and I have divided it into 2 sections. This is the second part, where we focus on his 5 times in Eurovision as a lyricist. We get to know some songs that never went, listen to legends about what it is like to compete for countries like Russia and Azerbaijan, as a totally random selection of the countries he has represented. What happens behind the scenes, how a lot of money has been invested, how the relationship is today between him and Philipp Kirkorov, and why he has not participated with lyrics since 2018, despite the fact that his former colleagues have. This is Eurovision Legends with some surprising thunder and lightning, and I'm your weather reporter, Emil Löfström. Obviously, it was pointless for you to submit songs to Sweden, but you have competed in Eurovision 5 times for other countries.
Yeah.
Azerbaijan, Greece, Moldova, and twice for Russia.
Yeah.
If we begin talking about Azerbaijan in 2013, the song was composed by Dimitris Kontopoulos and lyrics by you and Ralph Charlie.
Yeah.
I nearly said Ralph Siegel there.
Oh my goodness.
That's one of few songs he's never been involved with, I think. Do you remember the title of the song?
What, Hold Me?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you get involved in this project?
I was asked by a Swedish Keith Almgren at Scandinavian Songs.
Yep.
If I was interested in working together with some different artists, different companies, and then all of a sudden I got a few songs from Dimitris where actually I would have loved to be able to play you some of these songs, because you'd be laughing for about 2 weeks, I think, because Dimitris cannot sing.
Okay.
I mean he cannot sing.
Yeah.
And you get something like, I mean, it's all over the place with the number of syllables. But anyway, he sent me 2 or 3 songs. I wrote lyrics to them all, and then he came back and he said to me, John, I'm going to be honest with you. He said, the Azerbaijan committee, they have had 3 very well-known American songwriters in Azerbaijan for 1 month at the hotel, and all they've been doing is writing lyrics for some of the songs, and one of the songs is Hold Me. And he said, you've totally nailed this. You mean like, hold me, just unfold me, give me love, make me whole, I mean, I'm British, and that words like hold me, just unfold me, you've got to be a Brit to be able to kind of write that kind of line, I think.
Hold me, just unfold me, unchain my soul, give me love, make me whole, hold me, if it's only for this moment in time, now I'm yours and you're mine.
And so they loved it anyway, and said, can we, is it okay? We'll enter a song and we'll use your lyrics. As far as I was concerned, I don't even remember. I know he came second. I don't remember who won now. 2013, wasn't it?
Denmark won. Only Teardrops.
That's right. That's a good song on TV. I think he was devastated, Farid Mamadov. He was so sad that he didn't win, because he was so convinced, and he was loads of people's favourite. Even Christer Björkman said to me, John, that song should have won. That was a great song. and he did a great performance. And with the glass box, with the whole presentation, everything was really nice. But it didn't. But I had a great week.
Do you know if the song only was sent to Azerbaijan? Or did Dimitris send it to several countries?
No. I think he had to deal with Azerbaijan. The way it works with Dimitris is that, for example, I know months in advance. For example, with Sergey Lazarev, with You're the Only One, I knew, regardless of whether they have a local competition or not, I know that's the one that's going to get them through. That's at least the information that I've been given. Because as I said earlier, not with Hold Me and not with You're the Only One, it's very tiring. I'll write the lyric and I think this is a good lyric for the song. Who's singing it and whatever there. Then I'll get back. Okay, we like it, but could you like another lyric? And okay, I'll do that. And then even if I write 10 different lyrics, at the end of the day, they always choose the first one.
Yeah.
It's so annoying, And the other thing is writing for these that people don't understand. Writing for Russia, Azerbaijan, is that you can only use a specific kind of word. You can't use the word moon because they can't say moon. Moon, it'd be moon or something, they don't like it.
Yeah.
It's got to be words that's finished with happy day, or sky, you understand?
Yeah.
Big mouth, open vocals. So you've got to adjust your lyrics to the singer.
The song Hold Me ended second, and not long after the result was published, rumors of bribery and voting fraud began to flourish that Azerbaijan tried to cheat itself into a prominent position, which is a rumor that has popped up many times when it comes to Azerbaijan. Do you remember this?
I remember hearing about it, but I don't think that's true at all. But because I think had that even been the case, then I still think it would have done 1, 2, or 3 anyway. What I can say with Azerbaijan and Russia is why I'm not really that interested in maybe continued writing for them, because these countries, in particular a Scotsman living in Sweden, they don't want me to write the lyrics, really.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, in all the rehearsals and everything there, I'm in the green room, you're sitting there now. But when it comes to the final, there's always a Russian politician or a Russian, well-known finance man. They're going to sit in the green room, not you, because they've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars or euros in the whole production. I mean, Sergey Lazarev, I think that there's something like 20 people involved in him, around him, coaches and dance coaches and clothes and makeup and hair, backing vocalists and so they don't want a writer. It's not the same in every country, but it's the same in quite a few countries actually. Unless you're maybe in some countries that Gayson has written like 10 songs for or 15 songs for. He can sit there, but not if you're a John Ballard from Scotland. That's not going to happen.
Bad. In 2014, you teamed up with Dimitris Kontopoulos again and Rolf Charlie, but also Gerard James Bourge and the flamboyant Philipp Kirkorov, and competed for Russia.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about this collaboration?
What song was this? Is this for
Shine.
you? Shine. What's the...
If I say that the song was sung by the follically conjoined Tolmashevi sisters, who had won the Junior Eurovision Song Contest in 2006.
Yeah.
And I must ask, who came up with this idea about the hair gimmick?
Well, it wasn't me.
I would have loved to be a fly on the wall in that brainstorm meeting. we tied them together with hair.
It's hairy, isn't it? It's hairy, yeah. Hairy, scary. Once again, there's so, as regards the Russian whole setup, each second year, you've got TV1 and then the next year it's TV2 or whatever it is, and they get people to come in and finance the whole thing there. I think for that song there, I can't remember how many lyrics I sent, but believe you me, no less than 20 lyrics I sent to that song, and they ended up using basically exactly that. I know what I wrote. What the other people have written, I must say, I have no idea. There's your answer. I have no idea. Politics.
Shine into my darkness, shine into the night, my rising sun, drive away the madness. Can you be a masterpiece of love, sending down a message up above, telling all the world to show some love. No one's gonna bring me down, bring me down. You're my rising sun.
This is the thing, Emil. I think you've got to remember this is going back 5 or 6 years of that. But today it's very, very common. Me as a songwriter, just to up to date, I don't know how involved you're on that, but the trend today is that I've written a song, so I've got my lyrics, I've got all my melodies, I've got my bridge, my middle eight, everything's finished.
Yeah.
And I go to a production company and say, right, and I want, here are the chords, and I want, to do that. The common thing is today they'll say, yeah, sure, we'll do that, and we want such, but then they want half the copyright.
Yes, yeah.
So the song could be, here's a song, Moonshine, written by John Ballard, Emil Löfström, Kalle Fransson, and Peter Bett. But to be honest, that's not the way it's turned out, and I'm not a big fan of that. To be honest with you, I don't think that's right. Unless you come with a hook, that you should do this or you should do that. Fair enough.
Since I have this podcast, I have actually been offered to pitch songs to artists, and they had told me, we find that you have written the lyrics for the song. Yeah. So I know this is very common, sadly.
Yeah, I don't know how common it is in other countries. I've no idea, but I think there are other ways of doing this, and the other ways of doing it is, and which I have done in the UK. I've said, right, okay, I'll write the song, and as regards who wrote the song, it'll only say me, but you can have another agreement saying that if this song earns 100,000 krona, then 20% of that will go to you. You can do that. But I don't think people have caught on to that yet.
Everyone who has watched Eurovision in 2014 remembers that they were booed on stage during the performance. And also when they got points, which of course had nothing to do with them or the song, but with the country they represented. Was this something you talked about beforehand, that they might not be well received?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I must say, yeah. I'm sad that politics gets into that. And the only thing I can say there is the fact that they got to 7th place as a result, despite all the bad feelings from the audience and from people that I think was a relief for the people behind the act and the song. It's I think that was a bit unfair because 2016, I mean, the Ukraine, they won the competition purely because of politics. So I mean, wow, it should work both ways, really. But that's sad. I don't like when politics come into the use. But I think I mean, look at the UK. I mean, the UK, because and now that they've left the European market, they're always going to be last. I mean, I know the UK haven't had the best songs, but there's no way that they should be last every time,
Good to me. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than
Every year, delegations from several countries always get political questions. I think of example Israel, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Azerbaijan, and I wonder if you have gotten, have you gotten a lot of shit because you wrote songs and competed for countries with some problematic political backgrounds?
No, I haven't had any shit, but I can say that amongst my colleagues and friends, when I originally told them, for example, that, okay, I've written the lyrics for Hold Me for Azerbaijan and it came second, the automatic reply would be, Azerbaijan, how bloody difficult can it be? There was no status, no credit. Has your career dropped so far down the hill, John, that you've got to earn a living by writing songs for Azerbaijan and Russia? That's basically there. But there you go. And as you know, having been at a few of these finals in Copenhagen, Malmö, etc. There, it's like the World Cup in football. Jesus, it's serious business. But there you go.
The year after, you didn't participate in Eurovision, but do you know if you submitted songs, for example, to Polina Gagarina, who represented Russia or any other country?
Yes, I did. I had a whole bunch of songs that I collaborated with Scandinavian songs, Swedish songs. So we sent quite a few songs to different countries, and some of them. I was in the last, for the UK actually, I was in like the last 8 or something like that, a couple of times 2 years ago, with the BBC. What's the name of that? There's one song, I'll try and find it for you. It just came back to me now, that the BBC, the A&R people for the BBC, John, said, John, this is absolutely fantastic. This is our favourite. But what they do then, it's like the Britain's Got Talent kind of thing, like the X Factor. What they did was they took 6 people from the X Factor and they gave them a song. So they got to choose from the last 8 or 10 songs, or 12 songs it was, sorry. They got to choose, the 6 people, they got to choose their favourite to sing. And none of them chose our song. So we didn't actually get to the last TV sent thing, which was amazing. And I think the reason for it was a big song and it really required a big vocal. Yeah. And none of them had that really big vocal. A lot of people that sing, they want to show you that they can sing rather than actually perform. They hold the notes too long, etc., etc. I'm sure you're aware of that. I have a map somewhere with songs that we sent over the years through
selection panels.
Yeah, but the only thing is that I'm slightly into some songs. I think are still good. That I don't want you to, as soon as you send them on your pod, then I can't use them.
Exactly, but I can hear them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thunder and lightning, it's getting exciting. We are moving forward to 2016 when you again participating as a lyricist for Russia, together with the same team.
Yeah.
This is my absolute favorite song from Eurovision history.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you, Emil.
I love this song.
Yeah, it's a great, and he's a great singer as well.
He's a gorgeous singer.
Yeah, absolutely.
The song was titled "You're the Only One."
Yeah.
And Sergey Lazarev, that's a man that gets all the male Eurovision fans by the senses tingling too, I believe.
Yeah, sure.
How many different lyrics did you write for that song?
I was going to say one, but there was one, and then there was some discussions. Originally, Dimitris and them, they didn't like the thunder and lightning. It's getting exciting. Mm-hmm. They thought it was cheesy, and I didn't agree because I thought that's what people are going to remember.
Yep.
You're the only one that's probably used in hundreds of songs.
Exactly.
And that line, thunder and lightning is getting exciting, right? It has been used before in a Scottish folk song from the 18th century or something, 17th century. Just thunder and lightning, and not it's getting exciting, but thunder and lightning, and then there was something, and it rhymed with exciting, or something else, I can't remember. But the thunder and lightning, it's no time, into the park, thunder and lightning, it's no lark. And I remembered that, and I thought, that's great, because in that song, that's the only bit I remember.
Yeah.
On that Scottish folk song. And you need something, there's so many languages and so many, the English language, everybody doesn't understand, but thunder and lightning, it's like really strong. And so we got Sergey to sing it with the demo lyrics, and he loved it. So there wasn't I've got my notes somewhere, but there was absolutely no way that I wrote 5 or 6 or 10 different lyrics to that song. I heard that pretty quickly, and that's what they went for.
Where you're the only song your team sent in.
For him, I think there were 2 songs, to be honest.
Wasn't it 3 songs?
Maybe there was, but I think there was 2 songs that I was involved with. Do you have any titles?
Yes, I believe that the songs that was submitted that you had written the lyrics for was You're the Only One, Yesterday, and On the Other Side.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'd forgotten about On the Other Side. You're right.
Nothing ever feels the same. I'm reaching out to hold your hand. Taught me how to love again. Been running blind in no man's land. Feeling like a hurricane. I followed the broken hearted. Somewhere I can find myself. A world that ain't so crowded. On the other side, I'm falling, keep falling. Love is on the rise. Come on in, come on in. Yesterday, I love you more than yesterday. I need you more with every day. I close my eyes, but you're not there. I can't forget my yesterday. I love you more than yesterday. I need you more with every day. Bring me back to yesterday. If I could hold you close like we used to, you'd love me more. I'm really sure what you're waiting for.
Yeah, I remembered yesterday. Yeah, you're dead right. I must say, Emil, you're very well informed how you get all this information.
I'm a big fan, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but for me, You're the Only One was the best song.
Totally agree. Was this song sent to other countries as well, or only Russia?
I'm not 100% sure of this, but I know that Dimitris, because Dimitris asked me, and I sent in a couple of songs. I'm unsure whether it was Hold Me or You're the Only One, but I know that these songs, that there were ongoing discussions with Krista Björkman and Dimitris, because Dimitris didn't, he felt that he was only working with Russians and Azerbaijan and Greece, and he wanted to try getting a foot with Swedish writers and number one, get a song in the Swedish Melody Festival, but we never really got there.
Do you know who sang on the song if it was sent to the Swedish committee? Was it Sergey? Or is there a demo version of the song that someone else sang?
No, I think I've only heard it with Sergey. I've only heard it.
A rumor said that I have heard a little bird whispered in my ear and said that Elena Paparizou was offering this song too.
I've also heard that rumor, but to be honest with you, I only heard that rumor after that we were finished with the lyrics. And I know that her name came up a few times. Dimitris sent me some other songs that I wrote lyrics to that were offered to her, but she never accepted them, so I don't know.
We'll never give up, 'cause you're still somewhere out there. Nothing or no one's gonna keep us apart. Breaking it down, but I'm still getting nowhere. Won't stop, hold on. Thunder and lightning, it's getting exciting. Lights up the skyline to show where you are. You're the only one, you're my only one. You're my life, every breath that I take. Unforgettable, so unbelievable. You're the only one, my only one.
I couldn't tell that. Yeah, I would be surprised if that's the case, because Sergey and his whole crew and Dimitri's crew, there's 3 or 4 of them, when they've decided to work with an artist, they seem very loyal. I think they're getting paid quite well as well to make sure that that they focus on the one. I know that, for example, when I was going to write something for Moldavia, my lucky day there, I know that I was told, you should not write songs this year. If you're writing something for the Rados, then you shouldn't be writing anything for Russia.
Okay.
So there was a competition going on there.
How did Dimitris present the song for you? I mean, you're the only one.
On a demo
Yeah.
with him singing.
How did that sound?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sitting in front of my computer now, and I'm kind of tempted to I don't want to start in case I break the connection here. But I will check, and for your own ears,
Yes,
for your
please.
own ears. If I
Yeah.
find something, then I can. I've got a couple of maps here. I think you'll give me even more credit for the songs when you hear.
And I think we are going to be best friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
I must ask, early on, the song You're the Only One aroused as a favorite to win, according to the betting odds.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I heard the song, and I thought it was so extremely powerful, and with a valid music video.
Yeah.
How much money do you think was invested in this project?
Ooh.
Because it looked on stage like 1 billion rubles.
Yeah. All I can say, it was breathtaking. Nobody had ever used that technique before. I do know that on a couple of the practice rounds, Sergey actually fell.
Yep, I remember that.
I think that question is almost impossible to ask, because I know that the first video we did for It's a Beautiful Life, that cost, and that when is that? 1996. I was going to say 7 years, and I mean that cost 1 million kroner.
Oh,
in 96, and it was never used.
never?
The first video we did was never used.
Okay, so you mean that there's 2 videos of...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the band just didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't like it, and to be honest with you, had you told me it was worth, if you told me it was worth 250,000, I would have said that's too much.
Yeah.
But so I have no idea. All I can say is that the Russians, in particular the Russians, it's so organized, and every day it's up. It's song coaching, it's song exercises, it's this, it's that. It's so organized. It's like a big corporate company. It must cost. I have no idea. I really have no idea. I know that Sergey and I have Sergey's number, but even anytime I've tried to call him, it's just you don't get through, or you get a Russian voice saying something and you leave messages. And so you can't. The way you can do it in the UK, I can approach an artist and say, this is a song. There it's like 5 guys you got to go through before you get to Sergey.
Yeah.
But once again, what's the big guy? I keep on forgetting his name. The big Russian guy who's like 2 meters something. What's his name?
Philipp Kirkorov.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he's a very special guy. You can tell that he's paying for something anyway. He's financing a lot of, and the bottom deal is that, like you're saying, and the guys who are financing everything, they decide who's going to be in the green room. They decide which lyrics they're going to use. And I think the Beatles probably had it the same way as well. So I don't know.
But were you paid accordingly?
What I get is I get to keep my publishing rights. So my publishing company owns half the rights of the song, and I own my share of the lyrics.
Okay.
Whatever
yeah.
I've done. Some songs I've written them all. Some songs I've written them all, but I don't get all. I get half, kind of thing. That. But that's the way it is, and that's not particular to the Eurovision Song Contest. That's particular. I can mention 10 big names that I've written lyrics for, and sometimes I'm not even mentioned, but I get a royalty.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
What was it like to work with Sergey Lazarev?
Nice, lovely guy, great singer, very professional. He was actually of that team, the whole team of people around him. He was the coolest guy of them all. I liked him most of all. Lovely guy.
What is it to work with Philipp Kirkorov then?
Very cold relationship. Very cold. He's as I say, he doesn't value whoever's writing the lyrics isn't really important, unfortunately.
After a nerve-wracking voting, Russia ended third, even though you won the televotes. I know you have opinions about the outcome. Please share them. And don't hold back.
Don't know about. No, I think it's nonsense. I think it's total nonsense. As far as I understand and recall, there are 4 or 5 different prizes that you can win that week. And as far as I've been informed, I think we won everything apart from the final winning of the competition because of the I can't remember now. I tried to, but wasn't a question of the jury didn't give the song enough points. I think.
Yeah, the jury ignored you're the only one.
Yeah, which is I think it's sad, to be honest with you. So what everybody's saying then is that you cannot take away the political factor. Yeah. You cannot. It's impossible, and that's the way it's going to be for a long time, I think.
Despite this, you didn't give up, and the year after you were back, and this time for Greece.
Yeah.
Greece had decided to send the singer Demi as the representative, and she competed with 3 songs in some kind of national final where all 3 songs were composed by Dimitris Kontopoulos, and 2 songs had lyrics by you. Do you remember how many songs you worked with for this project?
This is one of the times when I think if I've ever been close to a heart attack, it's probably with this song here, because the song was okay. It was an okay song, and the lyrics they wanted were no. This was ridiculous. I think that I said to them after this, if it's going to be like this, I'm not gonna write anymore, because I think, and you may think this, I'm not telling the truth. I think I wrote up to 80 different lyrics for this song, and when it all came back to the start, they basically chose the first lyrics that I'd written, which is ridiculous, really.
This is love, reaching out for the stars. You and me as one, everywhere. This is love. This is love.
Dimitris Kontopoulos has said to me, John Ballard, you're not the best lyricist in the world, but you are the quickest. He has sent me songs where the singer is standing in the studio and they're going to sing something, and they're not happy with the lyrics. And he'll send me, John, and I'll say, just send me the instrumental, or just send me the song with somebody going da da dee dee da da dee da da dee dee da. No lyrics. Don't give me anything. I don't want to hear it. And 25 minutes later, I've sent him a lyric, And he said, "Wow, that's great. We'll use that." So as I say, you know, that's the way. And you're involved in music yourself, Ian. But sometimes I'm working on a Swedish song at the moment, for example. I think I've been writing the lyrics for this song for like 5 months, and I'm not finished because I want it to be meaningful. You know, it's got to mean something. It's not just the nice lyrics that run off the tongue. They've actually got to mean something. And you know when you've hit a nice, like in, you know, hold me, just unfold me, give me love, make me whole. You know, that works, and that'll always work. On the concert, so when it got to writing, that was with Demi, and you know, I was actually quite pleased. I didn't really believe in the song. I was quite pleased when it made it to the final.
My favorite ended second in the national final, When the Morning Comes.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite.
And I'd agree with that. I thought that was a better song.
All the things I should have said kept rolling over in my head, and maybe now you found somebody else, and I can only blame myself. It's crazy, and it hurts inside when you say goodbye. 'Cause I know I'll be alone here on the ground when the morning comes. 'Cause I know I've lost the loving I once found when the morning comes around.
Eurovision in 2017 was held in Kiev. Were you there?
Yeah. Nope. No, I didn't go there.
The song was received quite lukewarm by the Eurovision audience, and it was not high on any betting lists.
No.
And that didn't surprise you at all?
No.
How often do you say no to write lyrics for a song, for example, composed by Dimitris Kontopoulos, or from other composers?
Well, to be honest with you, it depends how it's presented to me. With Demi's song, that was as far as the information that I got from Dimitris and from Greece was that they want her to win, and they want her to take the place. So you're guaranteed a place in the final.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I must say that if I get that, you're guaranteed to be in the final. Then it's just up to me to try and write as good a lyric as I can. I will be honest with you and say that I have also, when I feel the songs maybe aren't the strongest songs in the world, then I've also come and given them some other suggestions. But they, 99 times out of 100, they refuse because they want to write the songs themselves. And I can appreciate that. But so there are quite a few songs that I've written for Dimitris where he has other, but it's nothing to do with the Eurovision Song Contest. It's artists that, and quite a few from Greece actually. He's had a few, and a few from some other places I can't remember at the moment, where he'll just say, "John, I need a lyric on this song. We're going to release a single by this artist," and I've said, "Yeah, go for it." And I'll just send him a lyric. Sometimes even with a song, and I get the suggestion that, you know, Dimitris is a businessman as well. Sometimes he's making a production and selling a master tape to somebody, and he wants a lyric. But I haven't done as much as that. I've been a bit more particular the last couple of years, to be honest with you, because you know, it'd be nice to. Even if though the UK came last, it would be nice to have written something for the UK.
Yeah.
We've been very, very close a few times with other countries in their Melody Festival, but we haven't. You've got to win, as you know. You second, nobody's a waste of time. You've got to win to get to the final.
Has there been any song competing in Eurovision that you have been asked to write lyrics for, but not done, or had done, or your version has been rejected?
No, not that I know of. Actually, we sent about 5 or 6 songs to the UK over 2-3 years, and I said, you must remember that the rules, if I've got the rules right, is that if I send in songs to the Melody Festival, then I can't send them to other countries, which is a strange rule, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's been restricted. So, and sometimes when I've been as I say, I will send you a couple of MP3s, songs that I felt that wow, this is going to really work, and I've only sent it to Stockholm because I felt that this is going to make it, and it hasn't. Then I thought, shit, I should have sent it to a few other countries instead. There.
The last time you competed in Eurovision was in 2018, and this time for Moldova.
Yeah.
And this time the song wasn't composed by your partner in crime, Dimitris Kontopoulos, but Philipp Kirkorov.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the happy pill, My Lucky Day?
I like the band. I had some discussions with Kokorov there because I didn't think this is the part here. I wrote the lyrics. There's a happy band, but my criticism of the way they arranged the song was, I think that we should have had, this will be my lucky day. That should have been more in focus. Have it earlier in the song. I think they only used the phrase "my lucky day" something like 4 or 6 times or something in the whole song, which is too little. It's too little. But they would not listen. And I've sent mail after mail. I said, please, please, please. It's going to do okay, but it could do so much better if you give the audience from the first listening, they've got to remember the hook, "My Lucky Day." But they didn't change it. And Dimitris, this is what getting back to Dimitris, who produced it.
Yeah.
Everything. I said, could you please put this forward? And the answer basically you get back is, John, you write the lyrics. Be happy with that.
Did Philipp Kirkorov sing the demo when you first heard it?
No.
Was it instrumental?
I can't on the top of my head. It was definitely not Philipp Kirkorov. I think it was Dimitris who sang the original. Yeah, but what I get is I call it country lyrics, country text.
Yeah.
It's like, don't tell you what you know, no time to find in the sky, it's just all humble jumble. And what I've taught Dimitris, I said, if your verse is 4 lines and the first line is 11 syllables and the second line is 9, and then you've got 11 syllables and 12, then your next verse must also be the same amount of syllables. And he never understood that really. And I said, but that's the way it's got to be. You can't change. It gets too complicated for people. If they're going to hum, they're going to sing along, then it must be the same kind of like my lucky day, it's 4. You can't change it. Or you're going to, this will be my lucky day 7,
Moldova ended 10th with My Lucky Day, and to be honest with you, I thought it was placed better before I checked the results yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been in contact with Philipp Kirkorov since 2018?
No. I have no idea what they're. I'm still in contact with Dimitris, through Facebook and different things like that, and I see that he's working a lot with newer, younger talent. I think they have some kind of setup where this company he works for, they provide a package. You can get a song, the studio, the mixing, the production, the master, song lessons, a video, a whole package that they do for that. As I say, I have no idea what he's doing for this coming. I haven't heard anything, so I have no idea. But they usually, as far as getting my involvement, they usually come to me in, let's say, beginning of January, February, because
They know you write the lyrics in 25 minutes.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it's a good song and you get a feeling for it, you can do it very quickly because there are only X amount of words, and what they want is, it's so funny, what they always want is, John, this is a great song, but you must provide an original lyric, original. And I say, Dimitris, how original is original? Well, and then they'll say, you cannot use words like miracle, voices, And then I said, okay, fine. And they'll give me a few other. Love, they're not too particular, by the way. But then, take Sweden's entry for last year. It's voices and it's million. And it's miracles. It's the words. It's the same words.
Yeah.
So Thunder and Lightning was quite original, I must say.
I know you competed in Denmark 2019 with the song Dancing With You in My Heart. How many more countries have you submitted to, you think?
I don't know.
Oh, we're so close now. It'll be a minute longer. Just hold out. I can feel us getting stronger. I made it this far. Dancing with you in my heart. And if it takes all night, it takes all day, just to make that perfect getaway. On the other side awaits the paradise. Stand up for everything you love, 'cause heaven ain't too far above. I hear the voices when I sing their songs. It's all for you. I feel like dancing, and I'm dancing with you in my heart.
I don't really know. Not that many, actually, to be honest with you, because our focus has been, number one, as I said, which is sad. Our focus has been on Sweden. I think I've got, I know everybody thinks that, but being part of the whole circus so many times, I believe that from 1984 until now, I reckon there's at least been 6 to 10 songs that haven't made it that I think could have won it.
Yeah.
I must say that. And the explanation I've had from Christer and SVT is that the song these days has only 25% importance. It's 25% if it's a well-known artist or not. It's another 25% the people that are backing it, the whole production team and the label that's going to be paying for a lot of the travel and rehearsals and different things like that, So, yeah, maybe, and I think that we're coming into more and more production for every year. But there you go. There you go. I think I'm in touch with a lot of companies in the UK, and I think the UK finally it's taken it. But it'd be really interesting to see how this goes, because when people like Adele and Lewis Capaldi and the big hits are songs basically with a piano. If you've only got a piano, you've got to have a bloody good voice and a bloody good lyric.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see. There you go.
Dimitris has competed 4 more times. It would have been 5 if the competition was not cancelled last year, but the new lyricist for his songs has instead been Sharon Vaughan. Why not you?
I think I know the reason for that, Emil, and that is because the last time I was there, with half an hour before, you're told that you cannot sit in the green room.
Yeah.
I basically told them to fuck off.
Well said.
So,
well said.
That's why I didn't go to Kiev to 2018, because I knew, and they already told me before that we can get your pass and you can be in for the repetitions and you can be in for the rehearsals and you can be in for for maybe the semi-final, maybe, but even if it gets to the final, there's no way you're going to be sitting in the green room. So there you go. So, and the other thing is, if I write the whole lyric, then I want to be represented for the whole lyric.
Of course.
Simple as that. So I've done this so many times, and I've done okay with it. At the end of the day, you think about it in years to come. I want if you in 25 years, Emil, said, "Oh yeah, that's and this lyric was John Ballard and Dimitris Kontopoulos or Philipp, they're there." And what I'm telling you is it's me. It's nobody else. Yeah. Then I want you to know that. Yeah. But once again, I'm not the only one in this situation, Emil. Believe you me. It happens every day to somebody.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it is right. What are you doing today in your life, John?
Today, I still run my studios, although the last year, because of the pandemic, has been a catastrophe, of course, for all music studios. I have done something that you have no idea what I do about, and it's been a lot of fun. It came after Bubbles finished. I had a load of kiddies songs. Now, by kiddies songs, I mean songs like Rock the World. I was contacted by a company called Funky Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Funky Kids provide dance lessons for about 18 to 20,000 kids between the ages of 3, 4 to 12. Different, yeah. And they contacted me and said, John, you know, we've been playing your songs, Rock the World and Happy Girl, and, you know, we need more songs. And I said, well, okay, I can write some songs for you. So I've just finished last week album number 23.
Okay.
I've written 22 albums with kids songs.
Okay.
And they are exquisite to the company Funky Kids.
Yeah.
So they're not on Spotify, or there's the occasional one on YouTube there. So of 100 songs, maybe 5 or 6 are cover songs, but done with a modern beat, and the rest I've basically written. And that is now going to be presented. The whole Funky Kids theme is being presented in Norway, Finland, Denmark, UK and America. So it could be a really big thing for me.
Now I have things to do.
There you go. The other thing is that, and it's not confirmed, so but I can tell you that I'm writing 2 or 3 songs that are part of a coming, hopefully next year, a coming musical.
I always ask my guests as the last question who they think I shall invite to the podcast. Who do you suggest?
Ooh. Well, what? You've already mentioned his name. Why don't you ask Bert Karlsson?
Well, I have actually talked to him in the Swedish podcast once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
But is he especially good in English? No.
Oh, no.
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 Thank you so much for this long and great chat, John. I hope I haven't bored you with all my 1,000 questions.
Not at all. Not at all. You've impressed me with your knowledge, Emil.
And I hope to meet you someday. I mean, we live almost next door to each other, and I would love to see your studios.
Open invitation. Just give me a call. Let me know when you want to come by, and you can come into the studio and have a look at all the Ace of Base records that I've got there, all the gold and platinum records there.
Lovely. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye, Emil. Thank you.